Chapter 332, The Negative Energy of the Orichalcos. It starts with me, Lincoln, Linka and Lily playing Super Mario Odyssey on Nintendo Switch. Me, I got you now Bowser. Lincoln, you're not gonna marry Princess Peach on our watch. Linka, that's right. Lily, yet. Rita too, POO. Bowser was beaten by Lily. Lily, yet. Take that you overgrown dumb turtle. Me, after 33 years you just will never learn. Never underestimate the queen of the arcade. Linka, yet. Suddenly the alarms went off. Me, uh-oh. A computer popped up and a hologram of Earth showed a massive spike in negative energy. Me, oh man. It's a massive negative energy spike coming from the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Right next to where Dual Academy is. Lincoln, what do you think is causing it? Me, I don't know but we have to check it out. Let's go. Barry, Vince, Cody, Kyan, Rachel, Tara M. Heidi, Carol, and Sailor Mars came with and we went to go get She-Hulk. Jen, let me get changed before we head to Dual Academy. With that, Jen closed her eyes and the changes began. Her black hair turned light green, to dark green and wavy. Her hair also increased in length and strength and began to hang beautifully down her back. Her height increased to approximately 9 to 10 feet tall and her red shirt and black jeans began to rip drastically. They began to stretch and stretch until they began ripping and falling off of her. Her blue sneakers began to stretch and stretch until they were crushed under her now very large feet. She was standing there in her purple and white swimsuit-like uniform. Her muscles began to increase until they were larger than bowling balls. Her brown eyes turned bloodshot, light green, and then green. Her skin then changed from its original pale complexion to tan to light green to green. With the transformation done, She-Hulk was standing where Jen was standing a few minutes ago. Tara, I'll never get used to seeing that transformation. She-Hulk, alright. Time to meet up with Jaden and the rest of Alexa's friends. Me, yep. Let's go to Dual Academy. We arrived and landed on Dual Academy and all the students were wondering what's going on. Jaden, what's happening JD? Me, I don't know Jaden. But whatever it is it's definitely not good. Bastion, I don't like it JD. We have to go check it out. Me, I know. Let's go guys. We went over to the island and we were accompanied by Yugimoto, Sito Kaiba, T. Gardner, Tristan Taylor, Mokiba Kaiba, and Raphael. Yugi, JD. Knudsen. We've heard so much about all your achievements. Me, it's a pleasure to meet you Yugi. T, you're an awesome guy JD. Me, thanks. Let's head in. We head into the island's stronghold and I felt that it was completely flooded with negative energy. Me, this place is filled with negative energy. It's everywhere. Lincoln, I can feel it. Cody, me too. What do you think is causing it? Kaiba, it's a man named Darts. He's responsible for this. Yugi, he wants to wipe out humanity somehow. Vince, what? Why would he do that? T, we don't know Vince. Me, let's search the island and see what we can find. We went all over the island and found a strange sight. In one room we saw a huge stash of dual monster cards. It's all the cards ever made. Lincoln, boy what a collection. Linka, yet. Lily, this is awesome. Me, it sure is. Without a doubt these cards were all stolen. Lincoln put all the cards in a scroll. Me, good work buddy. But I sensed something else. This way. We go to an altar and we found the Egyptian god cards. Slifer the sky dragon, Obelisk the tormentor and the winged dragon of Ra. Yugi, it's the Egyptian god cards. But their energy was drained somehow. Me, I wonder what for? Carol, hey guys you got to take a look at this. We go into another room and we saw a horrific sight. We saw millions of people inside stone tablets. Me, what? What is this room? Sailor Mars, these are all people that are captured. Whoever did this wants to use them for their own evil purposes. Vince, this is an evil feature to this place. That's a matter of opinion. We saw Darts himself waiting for us. Me, so you are Darts I presume? Darts, that's correct JD. Knudsen. I've heard and seen your achievements over the last 10 years. Me, it's mutual. But enough with the formalities. Why do you want to wipe out humanity? What have we ever done that would warrant such a horrible transgression? Darts, humanity is a menace to the world because of the darkness inside their own souls and they must be destroyed. Me, I don't believe that at all. But why do you want to kill everyone? Darts, I should tell you all my story and how I found this out. Darts took us on a journey into the past and we were over the city of Atlantis from 10,000 years ago. 10,000 years ago, Atlantis, an island that was isolated from the rest of the world, was a perfect civilization. One day, however, meteors rained down upon the kingdom when a volcano erupted. Those meteorites were the mysterious and powerful stones of the Orichalcos, and they glowed a bright greenish blue. Those stones imbued the people of Atlantis with ultimate knowledge and power. In just a few years, Atlantis became the most advanced civilization on the planet, and was even more advanced than the modern world. However, with power came corruption and greed. Ironheart, the king of Atlantis and Darts' father, gave his throne to his son, Darts. Soon, the stones of the Orichalcos began to expose the evil in people, and turned those with darkness on the inside into monsters on the outside. Darts witnessed his own wife, Iona, become a horrid, ugly beast. Confused and frightened, Darts consulted a stone of the Orichalcos for guidance. The Orichalcos granted Darts great power and lent him the Orichalcos soldiers to do his bidding. It told him to resurrect an ancient mystical beast known as the Great Leviathan, which would help him to destroy the world and create a new one that would be free of evil. Darts became corrupted and misguided. Ironheart and Chris, Darts' daughter, fled and called upon the world of dual monsters and its guardians, the three legendary dragons, in actuality, 3 soldiers whom Darts had transformed into dragons, for help against the corrupted Darts. One day, an army of benevolent magical creatures including the 3 dragons led by Ironheart, met with Darts' army of the Orichalcos soldiers and the Great Leviathan, and the Battle of Atlantis took place. The battle concluded with neither side victorious. The 3 dragons were frozen in ice, the magical creatures were sent back to their own world, the soldiers of the Orichalcos were destroyed, the Great Leviathan was sealed away from the world, and Atlantis sank beneath the sea. The corruption of the Orichalcos made Darts believe that the world was a wicked place, and that humans had an inherent malice in their hearts. The transformation that the Orichalcos had inflicted on his fellow Atlanteans was, he believed, the punishment for being evil, as the outside of man became as twisted as their inside. Darts was driven to revive the Great Leviathan to raise the world, so that he may reconstruct it in the image of glorious Atlantis. To do so, Darts required souls of humans. Darts wandered the earth for 10,000 years, presumably kept alive by the power of the Orichalcos. He knew that he had found one of the powerful souls that he required when he encountered the pharaoh Adam in ancient Egypt, and witnessed his control of the powers of darkness and his ability to command dual monsters. He also witnessed the pharaoh, with Slifer the sky dragon pursuing Thief King Bakura and Diabound. However, Darts could not capture the pharaoh's soul because Bakura and Zork necrophads were in his way. However, Darts seems to not have any fear of Zork, and when he showed the past of the pharaoh, Darts never saw Zork as a threat to the Great Leviathan, because the powers of the Leviathan were greater than those of Zork. He therefore had to wait another 5,000 years to capture the pharaoh's soul. It was unclear precisely when Darts began to collect souls of boys and men, but eventually, he established a multinational conglomerate that was named Paradise, which became a well-known, yet mysterious force in the business world. But that was not the only organization that Darts had formed. Darts also controlled the Doma organization, a group formed to gather souls of boys and men to feed the Great Leviathan by challenging unsuspecting male players to games of duel monsters only to have their souls taken by the seal of Orichalcos, a card that he had suffused with the Orichalcos power. For 10,000 years, Darts collected the souls of boys and men in order to ensure the return of the Great Leviathan into the world. With time, the number of souls of boys and men that Darts had stolen stretched into the millions, thanks in part to his underlings. Alexis, this is madness. Me, you killed all these people. Darts, no. These people are gonna be used for a greater purpose. Very, you won't get away with this, Darts. Cody, your days of terrorizing the planet are finished forever. Me, I agree. I unsheathed my sword. Me, you will pay for this, Darts. Darts, so it's a sword fight you want? Very well then. Darts formed a sword into his hand. Me, let's dance. Me and Darts clashed with our swords and sparks were flying every clash. But then I got the drop on Darts and slash his cheek. Me, that was for all the people you killed. Suddenly a portal opened up and out came a dark dragon and swallowed him. Lincoln, that was creepy. Bastion, it was. Zane, yes. A massive earthquake then rattled the area and we went outside and saw a strange sight. We saw a beam of green light come out of a whirlpool and we saw the ruins of an ancient city rise out of the ocean. It was the ruins of the lost city of Atlantis. Don't tell me, it's Atlantis. Me, unbelievable. Jaden, that's Atlantis? It looks all run down. Me, it's been underwater for 10,000 years, Jaden. But without a doubt that's where Darts went to. If that weren't bad enough, we found out that a massive hurricane was heading towards the east coastline. It was over 6,000 miles wide and we had 1 hour before it hit. We went back to the soul room and went through the portal and it took us to the city of Atlantis. Me, this place has seen better days. Heidi stayed in the soul room and she was crying. Heidi, crying, I can't believe that Darts did this to all of you. But then she got a look of avenging justice on her face and she unsheathed her sword and knelt in a knight pose. Heidi, everyone, what Darts is gonna do will ultimately destroy the entire planet if we don't stop him. Please lend me your strength, light, virtue, and power to help me vanquish Darts once and for all. Let my sword be your ultimate instrument of justice. The tiles all lit up with rainbow light and they all went into Heidi and she was glowing in a light until she became a ball of rainbow light. Her eyes opened and they were ocean blue with rainbow glowing sclera. We searched the city. Let's hope that we make Darts pay the ultimate price for everything he's done. Me, yeah. See something, I see something. We ran to the altar and saw a glass statue of Darts sitting on a throne. Joey, is that Darts? Me, it is. But I don't sense his energy. I touch it and it disintegrated. Yugi, Darts must have somehow left his body behind. Tristan, maybe. Kaiba, please. It's just another one of his cheap tricks. Darts, is that your answer to everything, Kaiba? You really need a new catchphrase. Me, where are you, Darts? Darts appeared on the ceiling. Darts, I'm right here with the Great Leviathan. Yugi, hold on, Darts. You told us your Leviathan couldn't awaken without the souls of the 3 chosen duelists. Darts, yes, I did say that, didn't I? Well, I substituted your souls with an equally powerful one. Yugi, your soul. Darts, bingo. The green beam of light redirected and went to the ocean and out of a whirlpool arose a huge dragon and it roared as it came to Atlantis. Darts, fueled by the power of my spirit, the great beast has returned. We saw the dragon. It was the Great Leviathan, the harbinger of Armageddon. Me, that is an enormous dragon. The level of power it had was incredible. Lincoln, what a terrible power it has. Me, it's pure evil. Joey, that thing could pick its teeth with an Egyptian god monster. Yugi, and it's here to conquer mankind. What a terrible monster. Jaden, How can a monster like this be that evil? Joey, hold on, what's that? Kaiba, what? Joey, that little green pimple on its nose. We saw closer and it was really darts. He somehow merged with the Great Leviathan. Joey, wait. It's darts. Yugi, yes. When he lost against JD in that sword fight, he somehow merged together with the Great Leviathan. Darts, yes, it's true. Nothing gets past you, Pharaoh. Kaiba, that's it. I'm not gonna stand here and talk to some mutated hood ornament. I'm just gonna blast you into next week. Darts, laughs, I'd like to see you try. The Great Leviathan roared. Me, Yuk. Your breath is just as bad as your ego, Darts. Chaz, honestly. I think some of us are gonna be dead way before we waste Darts. And you know what? I don't mind. It's an honorable end. But we've still gotta shut Darts and his pals down. All of us duelists have monsters that are probably weaker than the Orichalcos grunts. To Terra, all you can do is hurl rocks. No offense. To Lincoln and Linka, you two are shrimps that can shoot lightning. And we don't know if that'll be enough. To Sailor Mars, you've got an explosive temper and you've got high heels and a skirt that you might trip over. To She-Hulk, and you? You're drop-dead gorgeous, fierce, and strong. And I'm not just talking about when you're green. I'm also talking about when you're a regular chick. And both of your transformations both to and from your green skin are pretty awesome, especially when your clothes over your costume rip off. You know what? I don't wanna die. I'm young. There's stuff that I still wanna do. I just feel like being a jerk to most people because I didn't want to be seen as weak by most duelists. I've been a loner my whole life. But being part of something bigger like this makes me proud to consider you guys my friends. Jaden smiles awe. Thanks, Chaz. Chaz glares at Jaden and Cirrus. If you two tell anyone else about what I just said, I'm gonna send every powerful monster I own after you. Jaden, sweat drops, my lips are sealed. Cirrus, scared, I honestly didn't hear anything you said after the part where some of us might die. Me, let's hit this monster with everything we've got. Power up, guys. Me, Very, Vince, Carol and Lincoln and Linka went Super Angel 3. Me, let's form an army. I pull out a deck of dual monster cards. Me, I summon 5-headed dragon, blue eyes white dragon, blue eyes shining dragon, black luster soldier, envoy of the beginning, chaos emperor dragon, envoy of the end, dark fire dragon, and judgment dragon. Very, I summon ocean dragon lord, Neo Deadless, Orca Mega Fortress of Darkness, Fortress Whale, Jormungand, Carrier Shin, Spike Cedra, and Ericra. Vince, I summon Infernal Flame Emperor, Volcanic Rat, Flame Seer Brus, Infernal Flame Vixen, Fire Wing Pegasus, Wings of Wicked Flame, Red Eyes Darkness Dragon and the Blazing Mars. Cody, I summon the End of Anubis, Archlord Zerado, Archlord Christia and Splendid Venus. Kyan, I summon Great Moth, Swarm of Locusts, Swarm of Crows and Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth. Rachel, I summon Lorelei, the Symphonic Arsenal, Aria the Melodious Diva, Opera the Melodious Diva, Serenade the Melodious Diva, Schuberta the Melodious Maestra, Elegy the Melodious Diva and Sonata the Melodious Diva. Terra M, I summon Mega Rock Dragon, Medusa Worm, and Avalanching Uzza. Sailor Mars, I summon Fire Princess, Fire Sorcerer, Tyrant Dragon, Firebird, and Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys. Carol, I summon Thunder King, the Lightning Strike Kaiju, Gadarla the Mystery Dust Kaiju and Doggerin the Mad Flame Kaiju. Lincoln, I summon Electric Snake, Warrior Lady of the Wasteland, Aqua Spirit, Raging Flame Sprite, Shinato, King of a Higher Plane, Guardian Angel Joan, Maiden of the Moonlight, and the Agent of Creation, Venus. And I equip Warrior Lady of the Wasteland with Divine Sword, Phoenix Blade. Linka, I summon Mavelus, Lightning Conger, and Yamada Dragon. Jasmine, I summon Harpa Lady Sisters, Harpa Queen, and Harpa's Pet Dragon. Gem, I summon Efflorescent Knight, Fossil Dynapacocephalo, and Gigantes. Jaden, I summon Elemental Hero Avian, Elemental Hero Sparkman, Elemental Hero Burstinatrix, Elemental Hero Clayman, Elemental Hero Bublemon, Elemental Hero Necroshade, Elemental Hero Wildheart, Elemental Hero Flare Neos, Elemental Hero Chaos Neos, King of the Swamp, and Morphing Jar. Chaz, I summon Armageddon Knight, Infernal Incinerator, Thonian Soldier, Dark Armed Dragon, Strike Ninja, and Hell Pomer. Mindy, I summon a Cat of Eloman, De Koala, De Wombat, De Sertaper, Giant Rat, Mechadog Meron, Rescue Cat, and Morphing Jar. Zane, I summon Cyber Dragon, Cyber Esper, Morphing Jar, Proto Cyber Dragon, Reflect Bounder, and the Light, Hex Sealed Fusion. Bastion, I summon Card Ejector, Water Dragon, Fire Dragon, Elemental Hero Blad Edge, Morphing Jar, and Plasma Warrior Itom. Alexis, I summon Blizzard Dragon, Blizzed, Guard of the Ice Barrier, Cold Enchanter, Ice Master, Intoxicated Bug of the Ice Barrier, Treeborn Frog, White Knight Dragon, and White Knight Queen. Tyranno Haslabery, I summon Black Stego, Black Tyranno, Giant Rex, Last Tusk Mammoth, Superconductor Tyranno, and Ultimate Tyranno. Cirrus, I summon Drillroid, Maiden of the Aqua, Dark Magician Girl, Gyroid, and the Earth, Hex Sealed Fusion. Jesse Anderson, I summon Rainbow Dragon, Crystal Beast Ruby Carbuncle, Crystal Beast Amber Mammoth, Crystal Beast Amethyst Tiger, Crystal Beast Emerald Tortoise, Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus, and Crystal Beast Topaz Tiger. Axel Brody, I summon Volcanic Counter, Volcanic Dragon, Volcanic Rocket, Volcanic Doomfire, and Volcanic Hammerer. Adrian Gecko, I summon Cludian, Ciro Stratus, Cludian, Eye of the Typhoon, Cludian, Nimbus Men, Cludian, Sheep Cloud, and Cludian, Storm Dragon. Blair, I summon DD. Warrior Lady, Maiden in Love, and Marshmallow. Professor Banner, I summon Cobra Jar, Copycat, Dice Jar, Dimension Jar, Morphing Jar number 2, Parasitic Tiki, and Reflect Bounder. Chumley, I summon Big Koala, De Kangaroo, De Koala, and Dizzy Angel. T, I summon Magician of Faith, Witch of the Black Forest, Fairy's Gift, Cosmo Queen, and Shining Friendship. Tristan, I summon Cyber Commander, Super Raboyara, and Mr. Volcano. Yugi, I summon Dark Magician, Summon Skull, and Kuraba. Joey, I'm bringing out Flame Swordsman, Jinzo and Good Old Red Eyes. Kaiba, I summon Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, Gadget Soldier, and Vorse Raider. Yugi, now Timaeus. Kaiba, along with the Fang of Critias. Joey, and the Unstoppable Claw of Hermes. Yugi, Kaiba and Joey, arise. The 3 legendary dragons we learned about earlier appeared and it was awesome. Yugi, I play Legend of Heart and now show us your true form. We saw that they were really knights. Me, they're really knights? Awesome. Raphael, it sure is. I summon Guardian Eidos, Guardian Grarl, and Guardian Chaist. Me, now. Monsters attack. We fired blasts of energy and many elements and more at the Leviathan. It was an epic battle that will decide the fate of humanity. The attacks were hurting the Leviathan but weren't enough. Darts, is that the best you can do? Evil laughter, now do you realize what you are dealing with? Me, no we don't and we don't care. Yugi, Timaeus. Absorb Kuraba's ability to multiply. Attack with the force of 10,000 knights. Timaeus got the powers in his sword. Timaeus, go Sword of Justice. End this now. Me, Very, Vince, Lincoln, Linka, together. Me, Very, Vince, Lincoln and Linka, KAAA. Me. HAAAAAA. Me. We fired our attacks at the same time. Me, Very, Vince, Lincoln and Linka? Hey ay 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 ay. They combined and they hit the Leviathan head on and exploded with incredible power. Crab Me, bullseye. Very, that got him. Joey, direct hit. Yugi, the prisoners are free. When the smoke cleared, the Leviathan was blown half apart. Me, whoa. Its power took a huge drop. That blast cut its power in half. Very, yes. I sense that half of the prisoners are free. Darts, I am not beaten yet. Me, you don't know how to quit, do you? But we saw the great Leviathan regenerate its body, but it was weakened. Then it charged up its attack. It was a breath blast made of pure negative energy. But just as it was about to fire, a bright ball of rainbow light appeared out of nowhere and slammed into the Leviathan with devastating force. Krablom. Me, whoa. The ball landed in front of us and faded. It was Heidi, and she was glowing in a rainbow aura that was 1,000 times brighter than the sun, and I sensed an unusual thing in her. Me, Heidi? What happened? Heidi, we have united to help destroy Darts and the Great Leviathan. I have called upon the people Darts imprisoned and converted their negative energy into light. Very, that's unbelievable. Jaden, incredible. Get your game on, Heidi. Me, I can sense everyone that Darts imprisoned inside you, Heidi. They've lended their power to you to destroy Darts. Heidi, that's right, Grandpa. Also, I summoned them. Beams of blue, red, and yellow light shined out of the clouds and 3 figures came out. It was Obelisk the Tormentor, Slifer the Sky Dragon, and the Winged Dragon of RA. Heidi, Darts will get what's coming to him. Me, we believe in you, Heidi. Go get him. Heidi, with pleasure. Heidi, Obelisk, Slifer, and RA flew up into the sky above the clouds and were facing Darts and the Great Leviathan. Heidi, you will pay. Darts, you dare to challenge the Great Leviathan? You have a lot to learn, Heidi. Heidi, we've learned all we need about you. Obelisk punched the Leviathan, but it only amused it. Darts, evil laughter, they're powerless. The Leviathan wrapped around Obelisk and Heidi punched it and freed him. Slifer and RA fired their attacks and hurt it. Darts, my Great Leviathan existed long before the Egyptian gods were ever born. And it will rule the earth long after those pathetic creatures are gone. Now Leviathan attack. The Leviathan fired a blast of pure negative energy at Heidi and the gods. Heidi, Obelisk, Fist of Fury. Obelisk clenched his fist and it glowed blue. Heidi, Slifer, Thunder Force attack. Slifer charged up a blast of pure lightning. Heidi, RA, ignite your mighty blaze cannon. RA charged up a fire cannon. Heidi, KAAA. Me. Hey AAA. Me. Hey AAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAA blue energy from his fist. Slifer fired a blast of red energy and RA fired a blast of yellow energy. The attacks combined and the blasts collided and exploded when the struggle began. The explosion blew away some of the storm clouds and illuminated the darkness under the clouds. The level of power being generated was incredible. Me? Unbelievable. Very, what power? Vince, this is amazing. The battle was intense. Darts, my beast is fueled by the darkness of my prisoners. Heidi, not any more darts. Good, kindness, love and light are far more powerful than darkness and hate. Now feel their power. The blast overtook Dart's blast and it hit the Leviathan and exploded with incredible power. Darts, no. What have you done, Heidi? Heidi, we killed you. Go to hell and stay there. Beams of light exploded out of the Leviathan and it completely exploded into dust and was completely obliterated. Heidi, that did it. Everyone left Heidi and they were free. The souls that darts killed or imprisoned can now rest in peace and go back to their bodies. Heidi landed by us. Me, you did it, Heidi. Heidi, no, Grandpa. We all did it. Atlantis then started rumbling. Me, this place is crumbling. Let's go. We ran for the portal and all our dual monsters returned to our decks. Most of us went through the portal and got out. Heidi and me were about to go, but she stopped me. Heidi, wait, Grandpa. Me, what's wrong, Heidi? Heidi, something's not right. We saw Darts still alive and he was hurt bad. Heidi, I thought I killed you. There's no way you could have survived that blast. Darts, I couldn't say goodbye just yet. Malevolent chuckle. A black smoke came out of him and became a ferocious evil snake made entirely out of pure negative energy, and it had a dark aura of pure evil. Me, what does it take to kill this monster? Heidi, we'll find out now. Heidi took her sword and slashed the snake's head. But the sword didn't affect it. Heidi, that didn't work. Darts, so you've come to your senses and given up? Heidi, not gonna happen, Darts. Darts, haven't you figured it out yet? All the monsters in the world combined together couldn't destroy my Leviathan. Not even you. Me, why is that? Darts, because this creature isn't one of your little dual monsters. It was born from the very darkness of the human soul. Heidi, it was created from the very negative energy within all humans. Darts, that's right. What I mean is the great Leviathan was created by the hatred and rage of humans. So as long as mankind exists, so does the great beast. The evil snake's eyes glowed red with pure evil. Heidi, you don't have any idea how wrong you are, Darts. That creature was created by the Orichalcos. You were lied to and you were brainwashed into believing that mankind must be eradicated. But human beings are not the evil ones, Darts. It's you. Think about what you're doing. When you ruled all of Atlantis 10,000 years ago, all of your people were generous and peaceful. But then the Orichalcos stones arrived. And everything changed. Those fragments carried with them an evil force and brought chaos, death, destruction, and hatred to paradise. Me, that's right, Darts. The Orichalcos is using you as a pawn in its diabolical ambition to destroy the Earth. Heidi, so if you want to wipe out all of humanity, you'll have to go through me. The snake lunged at Heidi and enveloped her in a tornado of pure negative energy. Darts, I'm going to enjoy this. Heidi, but you don't know what else I can do. I live off of negative energy. My body converts it into positive energy and it makes me more powerful. I will absorb you into the darkest recesses of my mind and seal you away for all eternity. Now die. Heidi sucked in Darts and the Orichalcos into her body. Darts was being destroyed in her mind. Darts, no. This is impossible. Darts and the Orichalcos were destroyed in the darkest reaches of Heidi's mind and sealed away for all eternity. Heidi, sighs, it's done. It's finally over. The dark hurricane vanished and was gone forever. The darkness was gone forever. Heidi collapsed from exhaustion and I caught her. Me, are you all right, Heidi? Heidi, yeah. I'm fine, Grandpa. I'm just exhausted and so tired. I pick her up bridal style. Then Ironheart and Chris appeared. Me, King Ironheart and Princess Chris. Ironheart, that's right, JD. Thank you for saving all of the world from total destruction. You have saved us all from death. Me, you're welcome, Your Majesty. I'm so sorry about Darts. Chris, I know, JD. But I know that Dad is always with me. Me, I know. The Orichalcos destroyed everything you all worked so hard to achieve. If those evil stones hadn't come, we would have learned from everyone in Atlantis and it would have been greatly beneficial for the human race in its entirety. Ironheart, I know. But you have the eternal gratitude of everyone in Atlantis, JD. Me, it was what we had to do, Your Majesty, to ensure the survival and safety of the world. But Heidi is the real hero. She stopped Dart's evil plans to destroy the Earth. Dual monsters, angels, and humans united together in this time of crisis. I had tears come down my face. Me, I also had a feeling that you were with us the whole time. But also I couldn't be any more prouder of my granddaughter Heidi. Ironheart, I know JD. Thank you again, my friend. We're gonna explore the world and learn about it more. Me, I understand. I also have a feeling that we will meet again someday. Take care, Your Majesty. To Chris and you too, Your Highness. Chris, take care JD, and thank you. I nod and went through the portal and we went back to Dual Academy. Atlantis went back into the ocean with a big splash and destroyed Dart's lair. We celebrated our victory at Obelisk Blue Dorm. She-Hulk, now that Darts is defeated, it's time for me to revert to human. She-Hulk closed her eyes and screamed in pain. She shrunk back down to the height of an average woman and she could feel her leg, neck, arm, and a muscle shrinking back down. Her eyes opened wide and soon her green eyes became light green and then brown once more. Her long, wavy green hair became shorter and shorter and straighter until it was once more above her shoulders in its typical black color. She still had on her purple and white swimming suit-like uniform and she gritted her teeth as her skin soon began to change. It went from green to light green to tan to its original pale complexion. Soon, Jen stood in the spot where She-Hulk was a few minutes ago. She groaned as she was about to fall down before Bastion caught her. Bastion, don't worry, Jen. I've got you. Jen, thanks, Bastion. Reverting back to human is really painful for me. Bastion, I believe it. Alexis, Jaden, can I talk to you now? Jaden, sure Alexis. Can everyone else hear too? Alexis, yeah. I want this to be official. Me, let's hear what they have to say, everyone. It quieted down. Alexis, Jaden, ever since you started coming here to Dual Academy, I thought you were just a goofball. But as time went on I began to see more to you than that. You've done so much for not only the Academy but also for me and our friends. You saved me from the Shadow Riders, you saved me from my own darkness and brought me back my brother Atticus. I now realize that I have more than just feelings of friendship for you, Jaden. Jaden, what are you trying to say, Alexis? Alexis, what I'm trying to say, Jaden Yuki, is that I love you and I want to be with you and spend the rest of my life with you. Jaden, Alexis. I love you too. They both kissed and we all cheered wildly for them. Me, sniffles, that was beautiful. Very, it sure was. Vince, I'm so happy for them. Carol, me too, Vincey. Me too. Vince, you were awesome, Carol. I'm so proud of you. Carol, thanks, Vince. Me, this was an awesome adventure. I'm so happy for you and Alexis. Jaden. Jaden, thanks, man. We sure kicked butt today, hey? Very, we sure did. Rachel, we've now seen the last of the Orichalcos and put a stop to Darts for good. Lincoln, that's right. Later we went home and Heidi was in bed resting from exhaustion. Jared came into her room and Heidi woke up. Heidi, weakly, hey Dad. Jared, hey sweetheart. Heidi, did Grandpa tell you everything? Jared, Dad told me everything. I'm very proud of you. Heidi, thanks Dad. The end. Another fanfiction complete. Nico-chan 11 gave me the idea for this one. I got most of the lines from him. Thanks for that, man. The Waking the Dragons arc was the most strangest part of the show. The card I wanted the most from the Yu-Gi-Oh series was the Seal of Orichalcos. There was a mock-up of that card and only 10 of them exist. Now I got it and completed my collection after waiting for 10 years when I started collecting the cards. Let me know what you all think. See you all next time.